All right, hi everybody. It's Bonkai922. Okay, I'm all ready. Got my shit ready. I got my money. Yes, got the money ready. I got a school bag that I'm gonna use to put shit in. My camera, a few other stuff. Uh, Before I get into this You Should Review episode 2, I'm probably not going to get an autograph from the guy I want to get for me. I'm gonna get that Sunday. Because I know Zora, he's gonna be pissed off. He's like, you can't even sign Ava. No! Evangelion, Shinji Ikari, no! But yeah, that's the story there. But anyway, let's get into this. Also, 2 more reviews. I'm going to try to do 2 more reviews because Freezing came out. So I'm going to try to do that as well. Okay, let's get into this. I couldn't become a hero, so I reluctantly get a job. Episode 2 review. This was pretty interesting. Listen, Joten doesn't like this anime because he feels it's like a copycat of the Demon Lord's Part-Timer. I like it though. I'm disagreeing with Joten on this. I like this show because several reasons why. Number 1, they use magic in their everyday lives. In Mao-sama, they didn't do that. That's the difference between Mao-sama and this, I think. It is totally different from Mao-sama. Basically what I'm trying to say. Now, this episode, I believe, what was it called? You check that out. Yes, it was called The Demon Lord's Daughter is Going to Learn How to Speak to Customers. Now, this was an interesting episode because in the episode, we have Fino. We get introduced to a few more characters. I don't remember the other 2 kids. One of the heroes that were his friends from his past trying to become a hero thing. Blaze, this other guy, and this girl named Irie. She was with Raul when he was trying to become a hero. That whole testing. But anyway, they what happens in this episode, Fino and Raul, they stop this guy. This guy, oh my god, this guy. He's wearing a mask, and he's got a golden axe. I'm like, what are you trying to do? And he's trying to rob them. I'm like, are you serious? You're gonna come in here with an axe? That had me cracking up. And then Fino, she's. But let's get into the beginning. Beginning episode, we see Raul, he's getting ready to go to work, and he meets this other guy, and he's got his hand in this device. And I'm like, it's basically what he's doing is he's gathering magic and transferring it into energy through him. He's gathering it. I'm like, wow. They use it for everything. They use it for their household devices. This is like everyday stuff they use magic for. And basically it's transferred into mana and converted into energy. That's the whole spiel of it. So and then rest is basically the beginning of his Raul's getting ready, he's going to work, he's like doing the narrative of the whole bit of the society that they're in and how they convert magic into energy and so on and so forth. So he goes to work, and he's basically working. He sees Fino. She's kind of naked. That whole spiel. And he's basically trying to teach her. Say these lines. This 8 lines that he's supposed to say. And he's hitting her every time she gets it wrong. Like, what are you doing? That's not what you're supposed to say to the customers. And we have an introduction of the assistant manager. His name eludes me. But the assistant manager takes a look at this hairdryer that supposedly she broke, but she didn't break. And he does this magic shit thing. And it's like, basically what he is he's an ME, which is a magic engineer. Meaning he can repair things, items, using magic. I was like, wow, this is crazy. Using magic for everything. Like, wow. I was just blown away by that. So after that, he and Raul's thinking about her, because they're talking about their dreams. And then now this went on to a different pretext altogether with Raul. Raul. It's hard to say that name. Like Raul. I'm gonna call him Raul. Raul. Anyway, so Raul, he's thinking about dreams. Well, she was talking about Fino, about dreams and everything, and he's thinking about after he couldn't become a hero, what he had to go through. He had to send out resume after resume. This scene spells like what we're doing, what's going on in today's world about jobs. It really is. I really enjoy this anime because it really hits you hard. I'm like, this is like everyday shit going on in the real world. And we're getting this in an anime. I'm like, wow, this is good. I like that concept, that realism. But yet, he's basically he's getting interviewed for a job, and the guy asks him, how is this slash going to help our company? Do you have any job experience? Do you have any certifications? He says, no. And he's just thinking about that because he's trying to attack this bee that's coming after him when he's sweeping outside. And then at that moment, we see this blonde girl right behind him. It's the girl in the very beginning of the anime, very first scene of the first episode that he was with doing the exam. Remember that? She shows up and says, "What are you doing? I thought you wanted to be a hero." And he's like, he's shrugging away. He doesn't want to look at her in the eye. And she grabs his hand, like, "Why are you giving up on your dream and everything?" And so on and so forth. And she runs away, and runs away. And then he's like thinking to himself, "It's not like I wanted to do this. You think I wanted this to happen?" So this was really good. I really loved that scene. I was like, wow. It gave so much importance. After that, it's just pretty much him drinking a coffee and that girl, those two girls from the other store there. And I think, what was their names? Oh yeah, one of them was Lami. She kept saying, "Call me Lami, do Alex and Mamor." He kept calling her Lami. And the other one, who working at that store, who sells food and everything, convenience store. And after that scene, we go to another scene. Like I said, they get robbed by this guy with an axe. Oh my god, it was sick. It was crazy. I was like, and Fino kept trying to continuously say the lines. I'm like, he's robbing you. Oh man, that had me dying. And then eventually, Raul comes back from his lunch break, and he tells her, no, he's a thief. And he's throwing his axe all around, and eventually Fino and Raul take care of him and knock him out. And she says, oh man, the lines she was saying were so funny. She was like, "How do you want to die?" I was like, damn. But after that's what happened there. And then after that, the manager comes back, and the assistant manager, because they were out, they were somewhere else. They were meeting at a corporate thing. And they inform her what happened, and she's like, clap, yeah. She's like saying clap, yay. Because they did that, and I was like, okay. And so on and so forth. And then that's when Raul says he's going to go with his friends. And he's talking to his friends, this guy Blaze and this other guy. And they haven't given up. They still want to be heroes. He says heroes will one day be heroes again. I'm like, I understand you have a dream, and this just goes to show you about this show. It is so real. Because, think about it. I don't want to compare an anime to real life, but this is exactly how people are in today's world. They go to college. They think, oh, I'm going to get a job at this. And they can't. They can't get a job. They have to get a regular job. And this is similar. Well, not exact. It's similar. I'm not going to say exactly. It's similar. It's similar to what is happening with that. And he's just shocked. And he feels depressed, Raul, that should he have gone through with the whole hero thing or not, and so on and so forth. And then he goes back to the office, to the store, and he finds Fino, and she's sleeping. And she wakes up, and he takes he's reading it. And he's like, "No, give it back to me." And she decides she wants to. She's like, "Test me, test me." She wants to test to see if for Raul to test her, so he could see that if she remember the lines that she's supposed to say during her job. And she says all of them. And she struggles on the last one, and I'm like, yeah, do it. You could say it. You could do it. And she does it. And she's crying, and she says, thank you. And it was like an awe moment. You're like, oh, you know? So, and that's pretty much what happened in the episode. After that, we have a funny scene with the manager and Raul. He's wondering where Fino is, and the manager's saying, "Oh, she left. She's gone." And he's like, "She was doing so well. What happened?" And he thinks that she left the job. No, she didn't leave the job. She's still working. She's just gonna live next door to him. That is crazy. But yeah, it's pretty much what happened. And also, there was the thing where when she was saying the lines, he was saying to himself, after she said the lines and said thank you to him, he's like, maybe I'll stick with this. I'll stick with this. So overall, I give this a 4.5 out of 5. I like what they did in this episode. Showing these little... It's frightening that... And hey, don't... When people say you shouldn't take anime seriously, you never know when an anime will come around and say, hey, this has to do with some real stuff. Not all animes do that. Not all animes will do that. This anime is actually stating, hey, this is a work of fiction and everything, but there is a message here. There's a message, a silver lining message to be said to other people. Hey, this is what happens in the real world. They're basically telling you in an anime what's happening in the real world, which I found was really great. I'm going to stick with this show. Yeah, I'm sticking with it. I'm reviewing it episode by episode because this is really interesting stuff. I really love it. It's great stuff. And showing what everyone else around the world is going through by showing that in this anime. So yeah, great stuff. But yeah, that's the story. 4.5 out of 5 for this episode. This was a great episode. Like I said, loved the whole realism thing about the job thing. And the dream, all that stuff. And you see the conflict in Raul. He's like saying to himself, I don't want to give up on my dream, but I need to pay the bills. And that's what he ended up doing. His friends didn't, but I'm like, it's crazy. It really is. But, yeah, that's the story. So, yeah, I'm Bonkai922. See you guys later. I'm all ready for Saturday, man. Oh, tomorrow. Jesus. If anyone's going, you know where to find us. Oh, by the way, if anyone's going, be there, be square. Berserk Movie 3 dub. The Advent. It's going to be in room 1A22 from 7:45 p.m. to 9:45 p.m. We will be there, bitches. We're going to be there. See. I can't wait. Can't wait. So yeah, that's the story, people on Bonkai922. See you guys later. Give it up for Yusha. This is a great show. There's nothing else I could say. Nothing else I can say. All right. See you guys later. Peace.